You're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
Martin, known for his aggressive racing style and ability to compete at the highest level, had the opportunity to test the Aprilia RS-GP25, a bike that has shown incredible potential in recent years in MotoGP. This test is certainly a very important moment for Martin, as he is considering options for his future in MotoGP, including the possibility of joining another factory team. Aprilia team boss Massimo Rivola did not remain silent and immediately opened his voice about Jorge Martin's test. In an exclusive interview, Rivola explained that the decision to invite Martin to take part in this test is part of the Aprilia team's long-term strategy in developing their bikes and strengthening the rider lineup in the future. According to Rivola, Aprilia is always on the lookout for talented riders who can take the team to the next level. Jorge Martin is one of the young riders who is very talented and has great potential. We see his ability to compete at the front, and of course we want to see how he adapts to our bike, the RS-GP25. This test is part of the evaluation to better understand how our bike performs in different conditions, and to find out if there is potential that we can exploit with Jorge in the future, said Massimo Rivola. And here's the full news. Today, the MotoGP world was once again abuzz with the shocking news of Spaniard Jorge Martin testing on an Aprilia RS-GP25 at an unannounced circuit. Not only has this test caught the attention of MotoGP fans, but it has also led to great speculation about the future of Martin's career and the potential for the talented rider to join the Aprilia team in the coming seasons. Jorge Martin, known for his exceptional ability to compete at the highest level of MotoGP, has spent the last 2 seasons with the Pramac Ducati team, achieving some pretty impressive results, including several podiums in several series. However, despite a promising career with Ducati, Martin will now have the opportunity to try out a new bike, the Aprilia RS-GP25, in a series of tests taking place today. This test is particularly important as it provides a clear picture of how Martin is adapting to a bike that has different characteristics from the Ducati. The RS-GP25, although it has shown significant improvements over the past 2 years, still has its challenges, especially in terms of setting up the bike's settings and how it can accommodate each rider's racing style. This test could therefore be an important turning point in Jorge Martin's MotoGP career. Massimo Rivola talks about the test. Aprilia team boss Massimo Rivola was quick to comment on Martin's test. In an exclusive interview, Rivola explained that the Aprilia team is very selective in choosing riders who have the potential to take their bikes to a higher level. We are always trying to improve the quality of our bikes and our team. Jorge Martin is one of the riders with extraordinary abilities. We want to see if he can adapt to the Aprilia RS-GP25, which has improved a lot in recent seasons, said Rivola. Rivola went on to explain that Aprilia has a long-term goal in developing their bikes, and one way to achieve this is by testing the potential of top riders like Martin. We felt that this test was a good opportunity to evaluate how far Jorge can utilize the power of our bike. We know that Jorge has great speed and great potential, but it is important for us to see how he can work with the bike in a more in-depth test session. According to Rivola, while these tests are important, they don't want to rush into a decision regarding Jorge Martin's future. We don't want to make any hasty decisions. We will assess the results of this test very carefully. We believe that bike development takes time, and we want to make sure that any rider we choose can work together with the team to achieve maximum results, he added. Improving RS-GP25 competition and development. The Aprilia RS-GP25 itself has shown significant progress since its debut in MotoGP. The bike was first introduced with the intention of competing at the top level, and although the first few years faced challenges in adjusting to the fierce competition in the MotoGP class, Aprilia is now starting to show more promising results. Their main rider, Aleix Espargaro, has contributed greatly to the development of the bike, even recording some positive results, including podium finishes in several series. Therefore, the potential to see another rider like Martin testing the bike is even more exciting. Rivola also revealed that developing the bike is not something that can be done overnight. We have worked hard to develop the RS-GP25 and the results are starting to show. We know that we can't compete with the big factory teams like Yamaha, Ducati and Honda in terms of engine speed alone, but we focus on other aspects such as stability, maneuverability and the ability to deal with different track conditions. This test with Jorge will give us a clearer picture of whether we are on the right track, Rivola explained. Jorge Martin and future opportunities. For Jorge Martin, this test was not only an opportunity to experience the thrill of using the new bike, but also an important moment in his career. Since joining Ducati, Martin has shown his ability to compete at the highest level of MotoGP. However, some important decisions had to be made for the next step in his career. Although there is a contract still binding him to the Pramac team, this test could open up opportunities for Martin to explore the possibility of moving to another factory team. Martin himself, while not publicly disclosing his future, is known to be interested in joining a team that provides a greater chance of victory and world titles. With Ducati becoming increasingly competitive and other teams also strengthening their lineups, Aprilia could be an attractive option for Martin, especially given the development potential of the maturing RS-GP25 bike. In the coming weeks, the results of this test will be a very important evaluation material for the Aprilia team, especially in determining whether they want to continue their professional relationship with Martin or not. As for Jorge Martin, this decision will certainly affect a big step in his career in MotoGP. What will happen next? MotoGP fans will certainly be waiting for further news about the results of this test. If the tests are successful and show positive results, we could see Jorge Martin become part of the Aprilia team in the coming seasons, competing alongside Alex Espargaro to take the team to the next level. However, as Massimo Rivola emphasized, this decision will not be taken in a hurry. At the moment, we are still in the process of evaluation. This test is one of the steps to understand our potential in the future, but any decision we make will be based on the data we collect. We will continue to focus on the development of the bike and work hard to ensure we are on the right track, Massimo Rivola concluded. With all of this in mind, one thing is certain, Jorge Martin's test with the Aprilia RS-GP25 today marks an important point in his career, and also a new milestone in the Aprilia team's journey in MotoGP.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some